Good afternoon, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Now, grim scene in front of us as we returned to the Waking Sands and found everyone dead. And Minfilia has been captured by the Garleans. And we've been told to head to a church in Thanalan. See, everyone's been killed. Devastation. Oh, even what's his face? Yeah, that guy. Honor his memory, that guy. So we're off to the church. Having a very lazy day today. Unfortunately, I am suffering after the booster jab that I had yesterday. Didn't feel too bad until about 10 o'clock, maybe 11. And then it all came at once. My arm, which had already been twinging, started to hurt like hell. I got achy. So currently in my dressing gown, doing what I love the most, which is basically nothing. And playing this as well, obviously. I was thinking before about the first few episodes of this that I did, and I was like, yeah, it's just going to be, we're not really going to do that much in terms of pushing the story forward. It'll just be a forum for me to chat and do, rants and talk about bollocks, really. And the last few episodes, it's been nothing but me doing the main story quest, so funny how things evolve and adapt. Was it Western Thanalan? No, it won't have been Western, it'll have been Eastern, I assume. Can always check the... Yes, it is Eastern. I was right. Just been speaking to my brother, finalising the plans for getting us off to see the family for Christmas. It's all very exciting. I am one of those people who does take a lot of enjoyment out of the Christmas period. And I think I said last episode that I do get a bit stressed out about the whole buying of presents and that kind of thing, but there is an undeniable magic, I feel, about Christmas. I know not everybody feels that way. A lot of people can't stand it. A lot of people maybe, don't have the same cheery kind of... What's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't bring up the same good sort of connotations with some people. For, whatever reason that might be. But I'm lucky in the sense that Christmas has always made me quite happy, and reminds me of when I was a lot younger and my phone is beeping. I shall quiet that immediately. So yeah, bring on Christmas. I was on Amazon the other day, and they're still advertising the Wheel of Time series, and I literally see nothing of it at all. I'm avoiding it like the plague. But every time I see something, it's slightly more information than I had last time. And I just get the feeling that eventually I'm going to be like, oh, do you know what, sod it. I'll just watch it. Persisting so hard. Right. I've come to seek refuge. Is something troubling you, my son? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. If there's anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. The wild rose is the dead, father, and I know not what to do. The wild roses. I see you speak. You may speak freely here. We are all friends of the Scions. Well, that's good, because I could have wandered in and said something. He'd be like, yo, with the Scions? Immediately reporting you to the Empire. How could this have happened? He's certain that Menphilia was among those taken by the Garleans. Yes. Like the bottle of wine there on the pew. I think the father might be a drunkard. Let's pray no further harm comes to them. Or we could do something about it. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It's the least I can do for a friend of Menphilia's. I have known her since she was a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I will gladly offer the self-same service to her brother and sister Scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. I need a bottle of that wine and a bed. Marx, would you care to come here for a moment? Yes, father. Oh yeah, Marx is an important character. If you require assistance, pray speak with Marx. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. Should explain, Marx is a survivor of the Battle of Cartano. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marx, I want you to go look after Geico. Do you understand? Yes, father. Okay. The ache you carry cannot have escaped, father. Is that Iluid? Yeah. Death begets death, especially in those places where privation is the sovereign. A corpse left unburied. A corpse? Left unburied? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be corpse. Is a rich field to vile kin, where they may sow pestilence and water it with their miasma. Nowhere is the rule of privation so apparent as in Lost Hope. A man may die upon the roadside and go unclaimed, for no ties bind these unhappy folk together except a common misfortune. Their homelands are no more. But as long as they live, some hope remains, so we must thwart pestilence ere it begins. Will you deliver this repellent to that den of sorrow? I will, since you're being so kind to me. Marx has a personal request to make of you. Excuse me, Geico, do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horologe, which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There is something familiar about it, but just what, I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with this device, it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Camp Drybone in my stead to obtain a ballpoint chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. They're often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask. Of course, I do not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. Tar. Oh, we've got more quests to do around here. They are quite low-level quests. What want to do? No. Gundrek is a breath of fresh air in this house of tears and melancholy. Where is that turnip head? We've already waited some hours for my cousin, and still he dallies thou knows where. He is ever late. I do not understand why he cannot simply depart early. Still, I confess, I am fond of the fool. I would go look for him, but his route winds close to the Halatali training grounds. They say 'tis a romp of beasts there, beasts of the most dangerous kind. You are an adventurer, and surely this is the sort of thing that, oh, I don't know, makes your blood sing, heart boil, some such piffle. Well, I like the way you just kind of backhandedly insulted me and expect me to go and do your bidding. You that wonder-working adventurer, work some for me today. See, the father asked me to mend this vestment, but look, both the weft and the weave's gone there and there. Some stitching stuff. Sun has shone upon a terrible sight today. One of the bereaved wished to place upon the grave of his beloved a sprig of Alphic lavender. He strayed far, for the flower was sparse in these parts. Was grievously wounded. Yeah. Okay. Kill some things. And do all of that. A miniature amount of experience. But we are approaching level 53, so I don't mind too much. Ballpoint chisel, you say, and a pair of needle-nose pincers. Those things don't come cheap, you know. I've got what you need right here. Those balls. I mean, yes, that should be sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you. I get the feeling I've just been fleeced. Never mind. It's over here. Voyage of the Gubu. Oh, this will be where that dead Gubu is. I did a quest here before. Sense a hostile presence. And you quickly slap it back down into the ground. And then that one, Mr. Slipshod and Ms. Uptight. Okay then. How far away is... Oh, I've actually got to go to Central Thanalan. Okay. Thought it was in this area. Never mind. Eh? No, I must be thinking of a different quest. What the hell are they? Doctore. They're not. Thank you, thrice. Saw those nasty brutes coming and thought, well, nothing much really beyond. Ah! They really should take old Halatali down. This place has absolutely gone to pot. Oh, look at the time. Mustn't keep the burial waiting too much longer. I suppose my cousin Flandrek, of the overtight corset, is none too pleased. What the hell was that conversation? Do we still need to go there? Yeah, we do. I do like the areas where I go faster. It just feels better. I'm going from this into an area where my chocobo doesn't move at full speed. It's like, oh, so slow. Right, you better have what I need. A square of tattered linen from a scrupulous shopkeep. Okay. Oh, we didn't even spoke at the chocobo keep here. Fix that straight away. Her usual, I'm assuming, the tattered linen. Yes, sir. Don't you go misapprehending. It's nice and soft, so she can pulls out the threads and reweaves what she's mending. There you go. What? Is that not your shop that you've just walked away from? Never mind. Giant chocobo. That's so funny. That reminds me, I haven't been paying attention to my retainer. Never get my fat cat that way. Do you know what? I probably could just buy it at this point. Although that does seem like a terrible, terrible waste of time. Given how long it's taken me to get my retainer to this point. What do I do? What do I do? Tell you what. I'll go to the market board. If I can find it for the same price that I had it. There you go, I'll have these. Ah, the Valkin repellent. The good father told me last moon of his plan. He's a man that keeps his word. It was kind of him to have you deliver it. Did he tell you where and how these are to be used? I fear I have little knowledge of alchemy. Yeah, in here. Yeah, if I can find it for that same price, I'll consider buying it. If it's only available for like the 500,000 gil mark, then carry on leveling. See, again, as I mentioned last episode, the problem with that is that I need to level my own fishing skill in tandem. And it's not too high. Plus, I need to find loads of fish that I don't know where they are. So that means spending more time looking for those fish, which I can't do. I could do in the recorded episodes, but it would be incredibly boring, more so than it already is. Thank you, stranger. This place may seem wretched to you, and none here would deny it is. Last year, it had the look of a charnel house. So fiercely did the pestilence rage. Tell the father we owe him a debt. I confess, though, I wonder if we are saved from a plague only to perish in war. That's a bit grim. What chance does lost hope have against the force that plucked Alamigo like a ripe peach? Well, just, you know, keep on keeping on. Yeah, I'm probably not going to spend loads and loads of time recording me fishing, because that's just, there's no point me doing that. Oh, I'm in a quandary now. Don't know what to do. We'll put it from our minds for the time being, or I'll put it from my mind for the time being. Come back and revisit that at some other point. It'd be nice to do some of the expansion content, to be fair. So getting through the main story quest would be the best idea, I think. Focus on just doing that for the time being. Right, you sorted your shit out. And you two, here's your stuff. Yep, there you go. Much appreciated. Yeah. This is a piece of piss compared to the last order. Excuse the salty talk. And you. I knew you'd want something else. So generous his father alluded to so many, he feeds, clothes and physics them tirelessly, yet he has none to do for him what he does for others. I would show him my appreciation with a special gift. Yep. Alright, speak to the other men of the cloth and see, or men and women of the cloth, and see what we should get the father. Be silent and take my gill. Oh dear. Oh god. Very much shut up and take my money. Let's finish the quest for you. There you go. Who else do I need to ask about? Collect a sack of gill from Zozoru. I will. Give me all your money. Does that mean you're in one of these buildings? Yes, yes it does. Oh dear, that doesn't look like a good situation. A gift for Father Iluid. Of course, it does not take Thal to see the good in him. It warms my heart that Brother Baron would go to such trouble. Okay. Greetings, Geico. Brother Baron said you might be coming by. A gift, Father Iluid, he said. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Just assuming I am. The good father must be a man much beloved from the weight of these sacks. I have given this matter much thought. A consignment of high-quality spices arrived just this day. Perhaps cinnamon cookies would suit. Oh, that sounds amazing. Christmas cinnamon cookies. Do you know what? I've been trying to think of what to do with the rest of the day. I might do some baking. Crisp buttery cookies dusted with a hint of fragrant cinnamon. That sounds really good. Oh, I think he's dead. You know what? I've decided they're annoying me. I've got some cookies for you, Father. What? How? Cinnamon cookies by Thal. A gift, you say, from Brother Baron, Brother Esmo, and Sister Zozur. How kind they are. I could tell them there was no need, but our order teaches us to see a need despite the needy's disavowals. I shall thank them from my heart. I had a son, and through his happy marriage a daughter. Well matched they were, and well met. And the house smelt of good things like this. And there was always an open peg, my cloak, and a tall glass of mint tea. When they died, I... Oh, sorry. Gave the cookies to the priest. That's good. I believe it does his heart good to give word to his sorrows. This is what we tell the bereaved in the Lichards. Grief must be both shrieked and spoken. I had heard that Father Illywid's... I cannot speak again. His heart grows as large as the palace. Scores dwell there in the heaven he makes of it. I'm gonna give up speaking. Doing the rest of the video in silence. Yes. Chisel those. Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. What occurred to you? It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. Pardon me, Geico, this was a mistake. Please give the whole horologe to Sister Elined. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it best that it be returned to him. Aye. So, something mysterious about Marx. How did he know to do what he did? Good evening to you, sir. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? You could just bury him, you know. I mean, I know he's not got an actual grave, but... Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time. Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Mark said that it belonged to the deceased. Oh dear, you don't suppose the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But mayhap more importantly, how did Marx manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. It does. We've got another weapons crate. This might have something useful. Book of Silver. Guess not. Our pupil's Book of Mithril is far superior. Yeah, in fact, that's far below anything that we've got. Okay, forget that. I recognise you now, Geico. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologise if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the Waking Sands and prepared for transport here. You wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. Okay, so yeah, we've got to go and move the bodies out of the Waking Sands. Oh, we've got quite a lot of that. Let's just quickly nip down to the camp, and we can sell some stuff as well because the inventory is looking a bit full. At some point, I really need to get my culinarian skill leveled up as well. I did some stuff a little while ago, leveled a little bit, but not a great deal. Junkmonger, will do. The 11,500. That's alright. Right, what else have we got? We don't use that or that. Don't need that. Keep those. Could stick some of this in our backpack actually. Got some milk. Keep the culinarian stuff. Sticky rice. Ooh. Salt. Don't need the hides. All the cotton. Don't think I need that. All that. And keep the ore and the stone stuff because I might need that for something. Got some food things. We don't use any of this either, which we probably should do. Ooh, pearl chocolate. Yum yum yum. And materia. We need to top up on fishing tackle as well. I might put some of these up for sale on the board. See if we get any takers. What's that? Shroud seedling. Okay. So let's head to the Waking Sands. Where's my ticket? There it is. Yeah, that squirrel hasn't moved off my shoulder at all, as far as I can tell. Wow. How regal. Aye. You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. Well, I kind of came from there, so yeah. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folk, and I sure as hells don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind you, the better. I ain't seen you around here before. Or do you just have one of them faces? Oh, ain't I seen you around here before? Any road. There's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lich yard out by the east gate. And there's only 8 left to load up. Okay. Eesh. So none of them look like the guys from the command unit. That's what we'll refer to it as. So like people like Thancred, Papalimo, Ida, the other guy, Orangia. And was there another one? Ishtola. Disconcerted coachman. What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss him in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. Those are my friends you're talking about. Ain't you a strong one? 4 in one trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. What? Oh, for God's sake. Oh, that's the is that the sylph? Yeah, I guess there was only the one, so Noraxia called? Noxia? Something like that. Here you go. Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. God, you are an absolute prick. Yeah, Noraxia. The sylph's peaceful expression belies the fact that she no longer lives. How you're able to fit this stiff scion of the 7th Dawn corpse into your bag is a mystery best left unsolved. Oof. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the Lich Shard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them our work here is done. Well, I will hurry back by means of teleportation. So I've got an idea of what to... I've not done any other stuff on the channel for quite a while. And I've been umming and ahhing about a series to do. Mainly because, without saying too much, I've played the first season extensively, and as far back as, God, what year did it come out? It was like 2011, 2012. So yeah, I played that quite a lot. Finished it numerous times with numerous different endings. And I do have the subsequent series as well, which I haven't played as much. Some of them not at all. And I'm quite eager to see how it all turns out. Because again, it's one of those ones that I haven't played, but I've kind of not exposed myself to. So I haven't spoiled it for myself, really. Which is amazing, actually, considering how much people were talking about it when it first came out. But yeah, that's enough ambiguity. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not too long ago. We've begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. I appreciate that. What we got here? More rubbish. Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It's only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. Agreed. Teleport again. Is it the East Shrine? Yes, it is. Chocobo. I've noticed as well that I flip between pronouncing it Chocobo and Chocobo. I've heard both, so I don't know which is actually correct. Chocobo, Chocobo, Chukiboo, Chukibo. I'm not at all interested in doing that quest. This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? I have Neuraxia. But this one does not understand. Camuxio, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. Can I not just come and see you when I want to? Dictate my actions? Neuraxia, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. Okay. So, not only Neuraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuraxia. Neuraxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuraxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuraxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuraxia did not suffer. She actually got kicked across the room. It took a very long time in dying. Sorry to say. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words, even if they were a lie. Thank you for bringing Neuraxia home, Walking One. Welcome. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. Time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones. Do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Neuraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. We've got ourselves a vengeful little army. Turn to thingamajig. Oh, what am I doing? Absolute idiot. It's a waste. Never mind. Camp dry bone. What am I doing? I've lost my mind. What am I doing? Second, I have received a message. Okay, that's fine. Excuse me. Yes, of course. Disorientated by the flying sheep. Taken the sylph back to her people. Thank you for your service to the church and to the sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interred the remaining scions in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now. I will. Okay, Marks. Let's have another chat. He believes he's being watched. I don't know. I keep checking. Oh, hang on. No. It's my earrings that are... Yeah, my earrings are in desperate need of switching out. I'm not imagining it, Geico. I know I'm being watched. This is different, sinister. It's as if I'm under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when I last ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. I will. Over here. This specific gravestone is where you were being watched from. Ooh. Okay. There was an Imperial there, so something's going on. This bears further investigation. Perhaps you need to explain yourself. Marks, if that is your real name. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait, Father Illiwyd must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend that such a thing could happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? Yes, he's an Imperial. This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marks was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. Aye, aye, Father. Oh, God.
尋ね人を同時に2人も見つけることになろうとは、ゆくゆく私はついているな。こんなところで帝国の影に怯えている場合ではないぞ。我々の手で暁を蘇らさねばならん。そのためにはガーロンド・アイアンワークス代表、伝説の貴公子シド、あなたの力も必要となる。
Sid Garland? Could it be?
どなたか存じませんが、ここにいる男はマルケズと申す者。先の霊祭で心に傷を負い、癒しが必要な状態です。どうかそっとしておいてください。
世界は今あなたの力を欲しているのだ。こんなところで眠っている場合ではないぞ。
マルケズ、いやシドと言ったかな。これを持って行きなさい。あなたのものだ。シド、一緒に暮らすうちにあなたはきっと名のある人だと予想はしていた。短い間だったが息子が戻ってきてくれたようで嬉しかったよ。私はもう十分に幸せな思いをさせてもらった。あなたを世界にお返しする時が来たのです。
お前は一体
Fling the hammer across the room at him.
私の名はアルフィノ・ルベユール。亡き祖父の意志を継ぎ、暁の血盟の一員として蛮神、そして帝国と戦っている。暁が襲撃された件は知っている。すでにエオルゼア中で噂になっているよ。エオルゼア諸国はここしばらく霊災からの復興と国内問題の解決に注力してきた。その間、手薄となった蛮神対策の担い手として神狩りを引き受けていたのが暁。その暁が落ちた。各国上層部も動揺しているが、だからこそここで戦いをやめるわけにはいかない。イクサル族が蛮神ガルーダを召喚した。現在クルザスで猛威を振るっている。蛮神ガルーダは数いる蛮神の中でも特に好戦的で凶暴だ。委員会の調査によれば、それはイフリートやタイタンを軽く凌駕するほど、一つ格上の存在と言われるほどでね。つまりその蛮神ガルーダを狩れば他の蛮族たちに与える影響も大きいということだ。蛮神が絶対的存在ではない証明になるのだからな。蛮神ガルーダが控える祭壇は暴風の壁に守られている。シド、あなたの出番だ。エンタープライズを探しに行く。
エンタープライズだと？もしやそれは。
そうだ、シド、あなたの飛空艇だ。あの船は霊祭前にグリダニアから飛び立ったのが最後のはず。その足取りを追う。
俺の飛空艇。少し待ってくれ。
There he is.
長く続いた蛮神との戦いもいよいよ最後だ。我々はエオルゼアはまだ牙を失ったわけではないと世界に見せてやろ
You know, for once, I don't find you entirely annoying.
エンタープライズ、そこに俺がいる。必要とされている俺が。
We do it that, Sid. We do it that. You and Sid shall ever be in my thoughts, Geico. Return whenever you need respite. What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Geico. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the Calamity, much like the Great Gubu Wall of Uldar. It states the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Coerthas. If true, the airship would have passed right through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Float. Okay. We're off to Falgord Float. Right, I need to find out, because I've defeated Titan, so I should have Summon Titan. But I don't. So, I'm going to nip back to the Arcanist Guild. I feel as though there's something I'm missing. I went through all that trouble to actually fight the Primal. I would like its skill, please. No, there's nothing there. That's really weird. I wonder if by levelling myself up this high I've actually buggered things up. Christmas tree, Christmas tree, Christmas tree. I'm gonna go to the guild anyway. See what they have to say. Oh, actually, while I'm heading that way. Ding dong. So I'll show you what I mean now with the, if I go to assign venture, see the level 21 venture I can actually assign to her, which is worth 24, nearly 25,000 experience. It's for a blowfish, which I haven't caught myself. So I need to find where to catch those, because otherwise I've got 6 ventures left, and I'm kind of using I haven't got razor clams either. So that's the highest level fish. It's 21,000, nearly 22,000, so that's not terrible. So she's level 22. And on the market board, that cat, 317,000. See, I can buy that now. I still think we should hold off. Something's telling me not to. Plus, that is a lot of money. Right, why can I not cast Titan? Salutations. Maybe if I... What's that? Is that fishing? Yeah. I don't really know. Let's take that out a second. So that says 35, it's just dimmed out, that's all. Right, can only be executed while under the effect of Topaz Arcanum and Carbuncle is summoned. I don't understand. Okay. Well, there's nothing we can do down here. I just assume there's a bit of the puzzle that I've not yet found. But as far as I can remember, as soon as we defeated Ifrit, we were able to use that. I'm just going to quickly look into this now, just in case I've done something wrong. I'll be right back. Okay, I don't fully understand. I've read some patch notes, and it looks like after Endwalker's release, the way that this all works is different. These don't change. I've kind of read a bit, and I still don't really get it. I'm probably doing this a really stupid way, but I'm just going to carry on. Yeah, I don't understand. Okay, Ball God Float. Yeah, because I think you were supposed to get summoned 2 before Endwalker, which allowed you to summon the Titan Eggy. Hello. I don't know. So I can assist you with the Enterprise. You speak of Master Garlean's ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I know the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Coerthas. What became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortfort. Okay, I will. I'm sure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garlean's caliber to fly it? You tell the machine is fiendishly complex. Well, believe it or not, I'm just going to try something out. So this topaz thing should be... Yeah. That still stays as topaz. Cannot use it. Any particular reason? Do I have to summon Ifrit? Summon. Room 2. So that's my job as 3. Bahamut. I'm missing something here. I'm going to leave it alone for now, but it's starting to annoy me now, so I'm going to look into it after I finish recording this episode. Hopefully sort it out. You've come in search of Vortfort. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the Great Snows came to Coerthas. The final flight of the Enterprise. 'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Cartenau, 905 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Coerthas. The astrologians of the observatorium may have records which could help. To obtain them, you'd need to deal with the Ishgardians, who control the region. Wouldn't expect much though, the high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. Garlean descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your support to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. They may refuse you at first. I've little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. That's a great idea. Might ask a question in the novice network. Oh, do I not? I wonder if because I've still got a little sproutling icon next to my name. Oops. It doesn't seem to allow me back into the novice network anymore, though. Never mind. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durender? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ah, how absurd. As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands. We do not intend to offer succor to strangers. What a dick. Hello and have mercy, are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty, stretched thin as it is. Where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? You should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform. We'll do that then. Search literally 5 minutes from the door. Even that. Aye. On your feet, soldier. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Spit. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. Afraid the rumours were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. Okay. See there, I have quite clearly summoned. Oh, hang on. No, that is carbuncle level 2. Do you know what? I need to stop looking at it. It's starting to piss me off now. I must say I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. For a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Proceed to the observatorium, introduce yourself to Ed Mel. Yep. The gentleman come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovoy be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathisers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Formort up above. And it is very far above. Up the stairs. Donald J. Trump, eh? Wow. You there? No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. We speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Helon's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Formort. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realise you had a guest. Inquisitor Garlean, you honour us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durandair's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Coerthas 5 years ago, yes? Come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. Snows can come quickly in Coerthas. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst travelling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. Very cryptic. I was not aware you aided House Durandair in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Your hat is stupid. Oh, you can't help me. Can you help me? You there, sir. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the Chief Astrologian. Maybe a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform me a favour in exchange. Of course it would. An associate of mine is yet to return from his expedition in the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of the Ixal in that vicinity. If we would seek out this astrologian and confirm he is well, it would be a great comfort. Now, you know exactly what I'm thinking. Can I survive a fall down there? I reckon the answer's no. But we'll try it anyway. I ended up on 1 HP then. That was very nearly my death. Okay. Dragon head. Any other quests to do? I think I've done pretty much everything around here. Ooh. Hunting log, hunting log. Is that it for those? What else have we got in here? So we've got that, but we can't get to the Isles of Umbra yet. Got some of them left to kill. Some axolotl. Yes, I think we can do all of the other stuff except for bits and bobs on the Isle of Umbra. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. Barbie Birdman. I thought... Sorry, I just lost my mind for a second there. I thought I could finish my work while the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights? Man of House Durandare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. Do you know what? I should have just left you to die. Fuck you in your stupid house. Come, squirrel friend. What were you staring at then, Baxterionomon? The first dicastrial observatorium, I can't even... Why would you name something so pretentiously? Anywho. It's weird. I don't know if I've mentioned it previously, but one of the videos I put up got copyright claimed for the music. And it's not happened since. And I had thought to myself that I do spend a lot of time walking around not saying things, like I don't fill the silence very well. So maybe it's at points where where I'm doing that or not doing that, should I say, that the music's more noticeable and YouTube's system's gone like, copyright. I don't know how it works, but I haven't had a single copyright claim on the other 8 videos. It's weird. But there's one that I recorded before this that I've not actually uploaded yet, so yeah. 10 videos. Is it 10 or 11? 10 or 11 on 1 copyright claim. So I'm not quite sure why that's happened. Anyway. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you're eager to locate your own airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you've already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you've already aided them twice, for which they are honour bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Got ya. Is there another dungeon I can do in this area that I've not done yet? Done that one. Done that. That. Yeah, I think I've done them all. Okay. Ooh, how many roads must the man walk down? 110. Probably not even enough to buy a tiny piece of armour. Need to do more of that stuff. Probably get on that this afternoon after I finish recording. Amongst other things. And learn how to properly play my class as well. So obviously, I've missed bits. But the thing is, I was getting to learn how to play the class before Endwalker got released, so I don't know. I'm just making excuses now. Caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slayed 2 heretics and saved a knight, and now I hear you rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you've given us no cause to distrust you, but while you performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It's only fitting you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Well, I guess I don't have any choice, do I? Right, I need to nip for a pee. Be back in a sec. Right, I'm back. Did a bunch of things actually. Made myself another coffee, got some nice fluffy socks on because my feet are freezing, turned the heating on and lit some incense. Sure you were dying to know all of that. Lord Portelaine requires that you perform a 3rd task. Yes, I know. Now, I understand you're very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of this shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Helenart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Well, when you put it like that, it all makes perfect sense. Oop, wrong way. It also does strike me as potentially not the best idea in the world, directly following a G Fuel up with a coffee. There's only a certain amount of caffeine that one should imbibe in a certain amount of time. To heck with it. It's Christmas coffee. It is actually Christmas coffee. Being watched. I am. Hello. You're being killed. Plop. I'll take that. Cover the stolen wares. Minion collector, eh? Cat and A. That's hilarious. Guess I still don't have any more titles. First Dicastrial Observatorium of Ethereal and Astrological Phenomena. Try and say that 3 times really fast. Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Yeah. God's bless you, friend. It's all here. Every last... Ah, but wait, that chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells. That's the personal property of Lord Francel too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury take me. A draconian rosary in the possession of Lord Francel. Yet perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Halenart is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Halenart. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It's the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. I've been caught up in the middle of another bloody intrigue. It's my lot in life. You there? Nope. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Halenart for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locked and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Let me go sing Edelweiss to him. Edelweiss, Edelweiss. Reminds me of the intro to Man in the High Castle. Great series, by the way. A bit old now, but God, it was good. I love stuff like that. Alternate, like anything to do with alternate history, especially from that period in time, like Second World War alternate history. Fascinating. In here. Hello. Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? Oh my god. I see Sir Carolot has not forgotten my mother's favourite flower. Pity it's not been seen in Coerthas since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. Blah, 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 blah. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Though the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. Must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for they harbour even the slightest doubt. For if they harbour even the slightest doubt. This will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It's only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship. I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Harchefort of House Fortemps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Okie dokie. Anything else? Nope. Good. He's like, why are you whistling me? I'm stood right next to you. For God's sake. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 dungeons on this one map alone. I always like to see how people are doing with what they're up to as I go past them. If I can offer aid and assistance, I will. It's quite funny actually when you consider how hesitant I was to even consider playing multiplayer stuff and being involved with the larger community and teaming up with people. And I guess that's my little contribution to the world of the multiplayer. Anyway, shut up. Talking rubbish. The unmistakable swagger of a well-travelled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Okay. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you've come. Heresy, fortunately. If there's any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It's beyond inconceivable. Ah yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? Airship. What's in that jar? Looks weird. This enterprise you speak of was last seen above Coerthas before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events. While Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartano, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. You're always embroiled in conflicts internally. Excuse me. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Four Temps. Muchas gracias. El Jefe. Let's speak to you again. Hey, we level up. Please warm yourself by our hearth. Take a rest from your journeys. Life is not a race, my friend. Rush blindly forward without concern for your health, and you will one day pay the price. How many ways can a man die well? A word, adventurer. House Four Temps has just called a reward on the snow wolves that harass our supply trains. These creatures are the most dangerous when young and starved, and this litter of 4 is both. I lost 2 good men to these wolves. Had they been knights, the hunting horns would have sounded ere their blood had rusted. I would see you avenge them. The reward is a fair one. Okay. As you have doubtless realised by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Four Temps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Lady Nin, of mine own House Four Temps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travellers. Does she now? There is also Crevelin of House Helenart, who can be found at Scarfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandare yet? Yes, I have, really. Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you're a friend of House Four Temps. Do not concern yourself with House de Zemel? Zemel? Oh, that's the bow I used to have. My other character. It's a Magitech bow, I think. Do not concern yourself here. I shall contact them myself, seek the counsel of the 3 I mentioned, and return to me when finished. Cool. And you? Adventurer, I hear you like a good hunt. Common folk tell me they've lost a good many of their animals to an ogre. Their petitions have come to naught, so they have come to me, and I in turn come to you. Excuse me. We must needs have a decoy for this hunt, but I would not ask the folk to risk more of their livelihood. Let's use my own beloved Sebastian to lure this ogre out into the open. Oh, he is my darling caracal. A wise knight keeps her own source of wool. Yes, Sebastian has clothed me since I came to this camp and will someday feed me too, no doubt. But today you will return him to me safe and sound. Whatever you say. Another quest. That person outside the gates or on top of the wall? I think they're on top of the wall. I do like that music. Very fitting. All the music in this game's fitting. Arthuru. Truth is, I used to be gold when I pulled fire duty, but I've come to thank me lucky stars. In Coerthas, dull and warm beats dull and cold any time. We're short-handed here though, so dim have our lights grown. 'Tis no wonder a patrol mistook the wisps for the stronghold. To the north wind blows hard tonight. The north wind blows hard tonight. Will you patrol the braziers and light those that are dark? Brr, listen to that shriek. Sometimes I swear the very climes have declared war against us. Where am I going? Okay. So I think we're actually going to leave it there for now. Got some grindy quests to... Not grindy quests, some pointless quests to be doing. This brazier one included. We'll get those done and we will be back to indulge ourselves in some more political intrigue between petty squabbling houses. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye from me, Baxterionomon, Carbuncle, and Squirrel Emperor. Bye.